Hey, it's me, Unleash Music. Welcome to my political life video blog. And oh boy, you don't want to know about this one because this is so stupid. This is so dumb. You know what I'm talking about. Because I know that I know what they're up to this time, according to Fortune.com, and so is theblaze.com as well. And here's why. Because here it is. Because as a you guessed it. As California prepared for legalizing marijuana. But did you know that CNN, the liberal, is up to no good? It's up to no good. Now they did reporting with this Anderson Cooper charade of this New Year's Eve party. You know it. CNN the liberal, you know what it means. Because here it is. CNN the liberal reporter Randy Kay has ended a high note, yes, of 2017. Try to cover this New Year's Eve in Colorado. Well, everybody's being created. Cannabis has been legalizing, you guessed it, since 2012. And giving the Golden State a glimpse of the huge future. And that's why CNN the liberal, you know what I'm talking about, has a fixture handled those joints at the Paint and Puff party. The what? Give me one good reason why everybody knows lifting a gas mask bong for... Listen to this from, you guessed it, that's right, Randy Kay. I have no objection whatsoever. I have no clue whatsoever. Listen to this.
Listen, I came prepared, this year. I thought maybe I would bring a gas mask with me so I wouldn't, get that
gas
contact
mask
high.
with you.
What's on the other end of the gas mask? Yes, a bong. You packed it. Okay, so you're gonna, now what? Now you're gonna celebrate a little New Year's early or what?
With you, I've never hit one.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't think this is really what a gas mask is used for, but, wow.
You're just giggling now, Randy.
Oh my God, Randy's dose is kicking in.
This is for Andy. Andy, this is for you.
Oh.
No, this is a Puff
my
Pass
God.
and Pink party. Do you want this?
Oh my God.
I can't.
This is CNN.
You know what really bugs me? Randy is trying to get high. And Andy Cohen, and so is Anderson Cooper, wants to know about, everybody else can be civilized and doesn't even think that way. And give me one good reason why that Kate doesn't appear to partake in any drug use for herself. And that's why Twitter users provides a commentary as she rode, a pot bus. Hannity is so furious. Listen to this from Sean Hannity last night on Fox News Channel. And I will play, you guessed it, Laura Ingraham. It's so absurd to me. Listen to this.
Bong lessons from the fake news Cannabis News Network. We'll have our video of the day every day. Makes you wonder, by the way, how low, well, no, actually how high CNN will try to boost their ratings. They're in the basement in third place. Anyway, before we go tonight, all right.
This is so stupid. Hanny's right. Everybody knows that Sean Hannity wants to, CNN wants to boost their ratings. I don't think so. I don't even think so. What if Laura Ingraham says to you, CNN a liberal, about, you guessed it, you are so objectively, all of you CNN the liberal are, worse. Listen to this.
Total dopes. I'm sorry, dopes? Smoking dope. A group called Mothers of children affected by marijuana calls CNN's coverage a free infomercial for big weed.
See, I told you. Lauren was right. You, CNN liberal, are just a freeloader idiot.
Joining me now from Columbus.
They're just so dumb, so stupid, so stupid, so stupid, so dumb, so stupid. I cannot believe my eyes and ears. Give me one good reason why, CNN liberal. You learn the hard way. You try to do stupid like this one, the whole silly incident. You know what I'm talking about. Here's the thing you don't want to know about this one. And you might think it's so smart about Pat Gray and Jeff Fisher analyzing this CNN reporter joined to the Colorado weed celebration. I know Stephen A. Smith says, stay off the weed. Yeah, I know. But here's your worst nightmare. Listen to this.
They actually had a reporter in Colorado on a cannabis, which is a pot bus. CNN, for instance, showed America how to do bong hits. Isn't that great?
Yes.
Yeah, it was very helpful, especially if your kids are watching and they're not familiar with how to actually take a bong hit. If they're not familiar with the gas mask bong, now they are, which is pretty helpful. Thank you, CNN.
Well, nothing says ring in the new year like a gas mask bong.
Sure doesn't. And so that's apparently what CNN thought as well. Because they didn't have Kathy Griffin to be super offensive and do ridiculously stupid things. They had another CNN reporter do something stupid and ridiculously insane things. They actually had a reporter in Colorado on a cannabis, which is a pot bus, on the way to a pot party where they were going to paint and do pot. I guess
that was their whole guys for the news
that was
story.
The whole,
running.
yeah.
Now you know everything else. Give me so right.
Cannabis.
Right.
Reporting from Colorado where it's legal.
Yes, except for it's not. Because the state law does not supersede federal law. And smoking pot is still illegal on a federal level. So Colorado, California, Washington, and I believe there's a few others continue to break federal law by writing their own local and state laws. And it's interesting because CNN took advantage of that. Their reporter actually put on a gas mask bong. And it was already filled, I guess, stuffed with pot.
Stop right there. Pat Gray makes a point. Pat Gray makes a huge point about, you guessed it, cannabis. And you might think it's so smart that Pat and Jeff wouldn't believe that. Yes, you just remember this CNN liberal. You try to replace Kathy Griffith. Just remember back in May 31st, 2017. You just remember that. And now who's filling in? Andy Cohen. Because it ain't over. You know why? Because it would be helpful to, especially if your kids are watching this. I have no objection whatsoever. Because I have no clue whatsoever. This looks like a gong show. Bong! Wherever it is. This is so dumb. So, it can't be civilized about this one. Okay, one more soundbite. Here's why. So here's why. Here's why, because CNN reporter is going to be a highlight. You wonder why Anderson Cooper laughs at it? You, Anderson Cooper, are being ridiculous. Listen to this from CNN and Liberal.
All right, time now for the ridiculous. And I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the dedication that one of our intrepid reporters recently displayed. I'm speaking about Randy Kay, who spent last week in Colorado reporting on the newly legal business of recreational marijuana. Now, for starters, she showed us what an eighth of an ounce of pot looked like.
Now, kids and parents, listen to your objective instructions. You kids need to wake the hell up. Your parents warned you not to do drugs, not to do pot, or not to do anything else to be civilized. Like Stephen A. Smith says, stay off the... I know, I get it. But here's your worst nightmare. Listen to this from Randy Kay and see what... Gosh. Oh, boy.
Here it is right here. And here at the Grove, this will cost you $60 plus tax. So it comes out to about $73.
All right, so that was last Monday. By Friday, Randy had gotten very comfortable and had gotten a very thorough budgecation.
Now, this is considered a sativa, so this is a very high energy marijuana, which Coloradans apparently like because they're active people here in Colorado. But then there's another one here called indica. And Anderson, indica means sort of like
indica, please.
So here's what happened Friday. Randy was reporting on the new so-called ganjapreneurs, companies like Colorado Rocky Mountain High, which runs marijuana tours like wine tours in Napa, complete with a personal cannabis concierge and gourmet snacks. Being a resourceful reporter, Randy, of course, got in contact with some sources. She got in a lot of contact. Basically, she rode around in the limousine all day with the windows rolled up, I might add, visiting some dispensaries. And let's just say after a while, the air quality in that limo was thick, to say the least. I mean, just look at that. It smelled like Willie Nelson's bandana in there, I'm sure.
Right. But here's your final solution about, you guessed it, Anderson Cooper and Randy Kay. It's all about pot. Stupid. Listen to this.
So, Randy, I gotta ask, how extensive was your research in the back of that limo?
You know, Anderson, it was top notch. We did very extensive research, I have to tell you. I wasn't thinking right. I couldn't remember even some of the questions
Darn right, you
that
wasn't
I wanted to
thinking
ask
right.
in the interview, which has never happened to me when I'm reporting in the field. And I found things to be really funny.
But it was...
Pretty funny, huh? Pretty funny, huh? No, it's not. It's not funny. No, it's not. It's not funny. It's not funny. And you think it's so smart? Pat and Jeff, your results.
I think they filled it up later. I think actually
she said it was already stuffed. Well, here's the report. It's a really good one, and hopefully you got a chance to see it. If not, I really highly recommend you go to YouTube and have your children watch it so that they understand.
All right, well,
the proper way to do a bong hit. Here's that segment.
I do want to go to Randy.
Now you know what happens. You see? See, I told you so. Kids, you should be paying attention. Pay close attention. Your parents is right. Listen to this. Your parents. You just listen to those famous last words. You learn. Boys and girls, you learn, kids. You learn, college students, and you must learn, college students. You must learn how to stay off the weed. Thank you, Stephen A. Smith. I really appreciate the thought that counts. And why? Because you need to taught a lesson. Not to do marijuana at a time like this with a whole celebration. And what if Randy Kay's poor excuse? Have no clue whatsoever. Poor excuse. Some people don't listen to you. Kids, college students, children of all ages, you should listen to your parents to stay away from, you guessed it, Yeah, marijuana. But what about sports people using marijuana? I have no objection. That's their problem. The whole world knows. And is that, you know why? Because marijuana is a stupid drug that is in a discussion. Because the moral of my political life video blog is this. Randy K, you should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Pat Gray and Jeff Fisher is right. So is Laura Ingraham and Sean Hannity is right too. What about you, Anderson Cooper? Yeah, you're just a needle in a haystack. And so is CNN the liberal, and that's pathetic. I know, it's gonna be ridiculous. And I don't know about you, Kathy Griffin, because you've just been suspended in thin air. Because could be, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. End of discussion. Enough is enough. Anyways, that's my political life video blog story. And I'm sticking to it. Does it give you attention? College students, you two kids. Class dismissed.